What's going on, folks? Welcome back into the Sudbury cattle farm, where it's harvest season once again, and we're going to see if all this crop rotation is going to be helping us out in the long run. We got a soybean harvest right ahead of us. It's October, it's Sudbury, it's harvest time. Let's get at her. So, our best profits ever off of our soybeans have been about 400,000. I believe it was maybe a little less than that. Memory serves me correctly, a couple years back. Now, I'm doing the exact same field we did with soybeans back then, when we had the best profits I ever made, and I thought we had it made. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of thought we'd won the lottery and had it made. Unfortunately, the last 2 years, it's been, well, less than stellar. So this year, I'm really hoping that, well, we can actually make some decent profits off this particular field. So I know I'm putting all my eggs in one basket, but we'll see how this works out. Now, this is the first time we've done a crop rotation, a proper crop rotation on this particular field. We'll see if that works out in our favor, and once we get this all taken care of. But fingers crossed that the yield we get off this is substantially more than previously. We can make that $400,000 again. Hopefully, we'll see. Anyway, I'll catch up with you when we're done. All right, harvest has been completed. I'm doing the extras now. We're doing some baling, guys. I'm gonna make a little bit extra money, of course, from the bales. I need to make as much money as I can right now. You can see I still owe $1.4 million, and I got $3,700 in the old bank account right now. So trying to find a way to pay all that off and stay above board. And this straw is really going to be the only thing that's going to help me out at the time being, because I can't sell the beans for like another year. Yeah, we're gonna hold off on that. I'm gonna sell the straw off. I've got lots of straw for food and bedding, so let's sell this off first. Last little bit left. Let's get this all back, and I gotta go gather all these, which should take me a little bit of time, but I'm gonna go sell these off right away. We'll see how much money we make off these. Should be a decent amount of money. I got Gertie behind me, get all the equipment back and cleaned up, and we'll go gather all these bales. Perfect. All right, so things, they're not terrible. Like I said, I've got a little bit of wiggle room. God, watch out, wolves. We got a little bit of wiggle room with our loans if we need to right now, but we still owe a lot of money, but the cattle are starting to come together, which is something I'm going to focus on pretty heavily going forward still. I'm still trying to focus on that, but they are at the point right now in year 6-ish where we should be starting to exponentially grow.
So exponential growth means exponential more manure for me to spread, right?
The thing with the manure is it's not necessarily really about helping me as of yet. I mean, it does help me. My only goal is not to get fined right now. Yeah, I'm saving a little bit of money by fertilizing. However, the big goal is I don't want to pay any government fines for us having this policy enacted. So, as long as I keep it, I believe I have to use half of the amount of manure that I produce every 6 months. As long as I'm using half of it, then I'm okay. But as soon as I don't, then I get fined. That is kind of the problem there. So I've just been, every 2 to 3 months, I've been kind of going in here and cleaning out all the manure I possibly can. We're not making a ton. We only have 40 head right now, so we're not making a ton of manure as of yet, but this is going to, of course, exponentially grow with the amount of cattle we have, especially as some of the younger cows grow up a little bit older. This is just going to be more and more of a problem going forward, so I got to make sure I'm staying on this. Now, ultimately, is this saving me money in the fields with putting fertilizer in? Yeah, of course it is, right? Yeah, of course, we're putting some fertilizer down. It means less fertilizer come planting season, so that's great. Now, I don't have enough to do an entire field yet, but that's coming with time. And once we get to that point, once we get close to being able to fertilize an entire field, I think I'm going to upgrade this particular manure spreader. This one here is doing the job, but let's be honest, long term, we need something that's going to go through more than what we're doing right now. This takes me quite a while to spread the manure out into a field. And plus I'm using this for lime as well, so it is doing double duty. But it'd be nice if we could actually do something that would be a little bit quicker for this particular task. Anyways, I digress. We need to get some more work done. Next month will be planting season, so I will catch up with you guys when we're back actually in this field. I believe we're doing this field. It's all part of a crop rotation. I gotta go take a look. I'll see you guys in a month or so, I guess. All right, we're into November, and like I said, it is planting season. And I was correct. It is the same field we did some the manure spreading on, but now we're planting for the first time ever rye. We got rye going in, and the New Holland's being put to work out here. Unfortunately, I can't turn it sharp enough, so I have to skip rows when I'm planting the rye. It's okay. It works out fine. It just takes me the same amount of time. I just have to come back and double back up on it. But skip rows, planting rye, first time with our crop rotation, and first time ever planting in the fall out here in Sudbury as well. We always plant in the spring, right? So let me get through this. Should be the first time we ever do this. We'll see what kind of profits we make off our rye next year. Curious to see, yeah, with crop rotation, putting the rye into the mix, we'll see what we get. I gotta go sell some stuff off next month. We'll see you then. All right, we're into December already, guys. I moved it already into December. Not much going on the farm other than planting, but now we're gonna actually see some profits finally. Finally, let's get over into through Sudbury and sell off all the sorghum we got last year. And I'm hoping, what am I really hoping for with this? I kind of have an idea. If it's $150,000-ish, that'll be able to knock down our credit a little bit. Knock down our loan a touch. We're still over 1.3 million right now is what I owe. So I need to make sure we start paying off a little bit of that debt going forward. I'm getting kind of sick of that. Fortunately, I'm not paying any taxes because it's all going to service a debt. Let's see what we get per load here. Back this on in, and perfect, drop this off. Now, luckily, it hasn't started snowing yet, but I think, well, it looks like we got some stuff in the forecast. So I want to get this sold off. I've got probably, I don't know, 6 loads to make of sorghum. We'll see. 34,000, perfect. That's great. All right, that's not bad. So it should be about $150,000 we'll make. That'll be awesome. I'll see you guys when we're done in the new year. Yes, I know, money's tight, but it's all good. We're gonna be okay now. I'll just go show you guys. She doesn't need to know. Anyways, we're gonna head out and get our harvest on once again here. We're into July, and this oat field I planted last year is looking fantastic. Of course, huge expected yields thanks to the crop rotation. Of course, moisture's looking pretty good right now. It looks, well, it's a little low, but whatever. I digress. That's going to be good. So we're gonna get into that harvest. But before I even do that, like I said, I want to get back into, well, I need to have some money to pay some employees, of course. So those soybeans that we harvested last fall, it's time to sell those off. Now, I've got quite a few of those, and this should be a pretty big payday. This is my expectation. Like I said, this is the one where I wanted to make around $400,000. I don't know, I haven't done the math on this yet to see what we're going to get paid on this. I mean, you saw how many liters we have. Didn't double check the math on what beans are going for right now, but this is the best time of year to sell them off. So into Sudbury we go. We're going to sell off the beans, and hopefully, well, I know we'll have enough money to at least pay our employees, get some people working for us for the harvests. But I've got that oat field to harvest plus the cattle operate. And I've got an accident to pay for as well. So we better make some money on all this. Yeah, that was not a great way to get over to sell off our crops. Okay, $74,000. Wow, it's double what we were making from the sorghum. All right, well, that's not bad, guys. We're at $405,000. Like I said, I wanted to make $400,000 off this, and looks like we're going to be well above that. We're going to be closer to the 450. 480,000 total. That is awesome. Okay, we're doing all right. So 480,000 bucks total. I really can't complain with that at all. That actually means that the soybeans with the crop rotation involved has really, will help bump our levels up. You know, we've gone up to the next level. I love that. Okay, so what are we gonna do with this money now? I've been thinking about paying off debt, or maybe we could buy a new piece of equipment. I don't know, maybe I could find a combine? Can I find a combine at the new, or maybe a decent price, find a new combine for the farm? I got 480,000 bucks. What do we got in the used markets? Is there anything that's worthwhile? Just this Massey. I mean, it's a decent price at 62,000, but is it really that much different than the Massey I have right now? Well, I get a cab. That would be okay. And it's probably like, what, 12, 15 years newer. I can't justify it. I cannot justify it. I was really hoping to get something for like $150,000 right now. And like maybe an older New Holland. But I think the Massey is going to have to do it for us, guys. We're going to keep running with the old Massey for another year. I'm a little bit disappointed. You know, you go to the shop, you got your wallet in hand, ready to buy something. But I mean, if I wanted to buy something new, I'm looking, what, $700,000 at least, probably. I don't have the money for that right now. I don't have the credit for that either, to be honest. So I guess the $470,000 is going to go to service the debt for the year for now. I think that's what we're going to have to do. And I fully unexpected to be buying a combine right now, and here we are with the old Massey back in the field. I mean, we're 6 years into this farm, and I mean, we're finally getting a little bit of headway here. I mean, I've got Gertie working for me at least. Oh, easy, easy, easy. But the money is not rolling in nearly as quickly as I was hoping right now. The cattle are starting to come online, but oh, man, like it's a couple $1,000 every month. I think we're getting maybe $3,000 to $4,000 a month from the milk sales. If we can bump those numbers up, that would be nice as well. But currently, pretty much what that's doing, it's servicing our debt. So the cattle are running the operation. And I'm still hoping to make money off, well, all these crops. All right. Oh, she took that corner pretty fast, didn't she? All right, just got to follow her up this the cliff face here. It's a little tight up on this side, but we should be good. I just kind of follow in behind here, all the way up and around back to the farm. Of course, the rye field, it does not harvest. It's nice to do a harvest in July. I have to admit that. Like, it's so much nicer weather rather than harvesting in November, October, where it's colder. You're out in the elements a lot more. It seems like it's just worse weather, a lot more rain, possibility of snow. Where right now out in July, this is great. Let's see if we can get all this put in. I've only got like half full. That's all right. That's okay. Start off dropping our oats off in here. I have no idea what the expectation for selling this is. It just, the only reason we're using the oats right now, guys, is simply for, well, the crop rotation aspect of it. We get a higher yield from everything else thanks to the fact that we're doing oats this year. Like next year when we do, I don't even know what we're doing. Is this cornfield afterwards? It's a higher yield of corn, higher yield of soybeans later on. That is going to be the rotation, and the oats really help us with that. So I can't complain. Gertie's already out here as well, taking care of raking all the straw up, and we'll bale that up behind her. Let's drop the rest of our oats off in our silo, and we'll follow in behind to see if we can clean up all those bales. And once again, it's nice the oats should give us a few more bales than we did get with the beans, of course. Those soybean straw bales are not great, but I'm expecting to get a decent payday off that. If I get another 50, 60,000 maybe, I don't know. Is that unreasonable for straw? I don't know. It's a lot of bales we're gonna get off that thing. It's possible. It's definitely possible. Let's unload this. Cool. So what we made off our oat, it's going 100,000 liters. We should be able to get 180,000 bucks from our oat come January. All right, that's a reasonable amount. That's pretty much the same as we got from our sorghum, is it not? Now, the other thing is the sorghum was planted on this field. I can't remember. No, I think the sorghum was up top. So it was a bit of a smaller field. Uh-oh, Gertie's stuck, guys. Oh no, she got stuck up on that hill. Gertie, what are you doing? It's tough to find good help sometimes, folks, but whatever. I'm here to help. But the big thing is, look at the amount of bales we got. If I could get her to come pick up bales, that would be the next best thing, but she doesn't understand that, let's be honest. Trying to get her to drive that backhoe, you're just asking for disaster. So I'm going to be out here picking up bales for the next little bit, it looks like. A couple hundred bales, it looks like, to pick up. All right, it's all profit. It's all money in my bank account. She's already been paid. We're down $1,000. She took her paycheck. She's done for the day. Let me finish off this baling, and we'll get to that. Yeah, there's a lot of bales out here. This is actually good. This is good. This is good. I still, like I said, we are 1.1 million, I believe, right now. If we can get that closer to just 1 million, and then $500,000. If I can get close to $500,000 owing a $500,000 by the end of this year, I think we'll be looking good. So I'm just going to load them up on this flat deck we bought about a year ago and take them straight into Sudbury. Go sell all these bales off, make a little bit of money. Like I said, about 50 grand I'm hoping to make, so we should have over $500,000 in the old bank account, and we'll take it from there. Perfect. First load ready to go. Like I said, I've got probably 4 more loads of this to make. I don't even know off the top of my head. There's a lot of bales out there. So we'll take all these over, sell them off, and pretty much everything I'm making right now, we're going to be putting on to service our debt. And hopefully, another year we should be able to get out of debt, I'm thinking. We will see, but things are starting to come together. That's right, the Sudbury cattle farm is starting to come together, and I haven't even talked about the most important part. The most important part. No, it's not Gertie out here working in the field. It's our cattle, which we're going to get into probably next month. I'll see you guys in about a month or so.
Well, we got a nice fall day. Unfortunately, not quite ready for another harvest as of yet.
Yeah, as we push hard for a little further into our harvest season, the rye is not quite ready yet, but it's looking good. I mean, 105% rotation plus whatever the crop or the moisture is going to be. This looks awfully promising. In fact, This is a great looking crop. The rye, loving this. I mean, decent sized field. I would have liked to actually had rye down below maybe. I'm curious to see what kind of profits we make off this one. We'll keep you posted on that. This might be the crop to push out here in Sudbury, but for now, there's not much I can do with it yet. We got another month or so to wait until this crop is ready to harvest. It dries out a bit further. So I'm focusing on, well, the big part of our farm, and that's the cattle. The cows are starting to come together. They're looking good. We're up to 45 head in here. And like 5,000 liters of milk every month. And look at some of these cows. Like, I've been starting to take a look at some of them and monitoring them to see kind of what we make for the amount of milk we make off them. But I have to put monitors on all of them. I haven't done a lot of them. But like I said, 600 liters a day. This guy's not as good. Down to 300 liters. Let me see here. I'm going to start putting more of them, I think. And for a portrait problem, it does cost me a little bit of money to take care of this, but there's some interesting information. I mean, 600 liters a day of milk. That's awesome. So those two right there, should I sell off some of the ones that are not producing? I don't know why this cow isn't producing, for example, but maybe it's because of the age of the calf. I don't know yet. I haven't quite figured that out. So I'm having some problems with some of the cattle not producing, but other ones are 600 liters, which is fantastic, right? So as long as I keep the ones producing that and sell off maybe some of the ones that aren't, then we should be looking pretty good. So, I don't know. With the 45 head of cattle we have, I'm not in a worry as of right now of making space. I'm just going to keep on feeding them as best as I can and making sure the bedding is there, keeping these cows in the best possible condition they can be in for now. There we go with the bedding. And, of course, make sure they got the TMR full. We got lots of feed. That is not an issue. We are set and golden there.
So rye looks pretty good. Cattle are looking even better. Things are on the up and up. We're slowly paying down our debt. Next year, I think we should be good. Maybe some new equipment in our future. Thanks for watching today, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And we will catch you next time out here in Sudbury. Well, from the Sudbury Cattle Farm, this is Klutch. Over and out.